I don't think I've ever been completely comfortable with the term artist. I don't know whether I have like some kind of working class chip on my shoulder about using that term. I like the term artisan, but that sounds even more wanky. I'm Ciaran Glöbel and I'm a sign painter from Glasgow, and we're here in my studio, which is in West Regent Street in the city centre of Glasgow. I mainly work with typography, and I use traditional methods and materials in order to do that. So I use sign painter's enamel paint and animal hair brushes and traditional techniques of draftsmanship and things like that in order to kind of render the letters. So yeah, I've been a sign painter for 3 years, and before that I was just kind of picking up odd jobs as a graphic designer on the side. And I did a bit of painting and decorating and working in bars and things like that as well, just to pay the rent, and kind of always had an interest in typography since I was a youngster. So I got like a starter kit with like a couple of brushes and a couple of pots of paint, and got some scrap MDF and just started practicing painting letters and stuff. So now I find myself, it's like a full-time job, which is great. Coffee shops are my total saviour, because like I'll get a coffee and then I'll grab a couple of extra cups to use to mix, and then stirrers are really handy as well. I love colour, so like first and foremost I almost think backwards in a painting, so I almost think like what colours I'm going to use, and then everything kind of joins in after that. So I guess commercially, when you're dealing with a client, it's basically like almost completely up to them what you're going to paint. So that's why I like to, like in between jobs, I like to just be in the studio as much as I can and just paint for myself, because otherwise like the creativity, just using it for a job, it kind of just makes you feel a bit drained. So I kind of like to recharge my batteries a bit. And also it's really good because when you're in the studio and you're painting for yourself, you're just constantly like learning and constantly teaching yourself new things, and you're keeping yourself moving, you're keeping your brushes wet, your techniques improving every time you use the brush. So you then take that to the commercial world, and it just makes your life a lot easier when you're on a scaffold and you've only got a couple of hours to do a job, but you've spent the last week in the studio, so it's just like nothing. It's just you fire through everything, it's so much quicker. There is a definite renaissance in sign painting. Over just the last maybe 4 years, it seems to have come back to life, and so I was quite lucky again that I caught it just on its kind of spring back upwards. And so I find myself in this funny position where I'm kind of like in the middle. So there's older sign painters that I really look up to who have been doing it since like the 70s and 80s. And I think of myself as like a kid in this world, but in actual fact there's other people that are starting like a year ago, 2 years ago, that are coming to me to ask advice, and I find that really trippy. But yeah, definite renaissance happening, and hopefully it doesn't go southwards anytime soon. Yeah, I would say that like I'm a creative worker, I don't know. No, I'm definitely an artist. I'm definitely an artist.